Okay, Wittle Defender, if you've been grinding the game, you've probably got yourself some treasures, and you may be looking at some of these and going, should I take these up to Legendary? And really, which one should you take? Which one should you slot? And when it comes down to it, which one should you be burning up? So the way it's going to work is every single hero in the game is going to have two of their own individual treasures. One's going to be an attack one, which will give some extra stats in there based by their skills, will give a damage boost, and then the other one will be an HP increase, and that'll usually give something extra to their special skill. Whether that's going to be the Ice Witch will have a extra trajectory there, or even the Ice Demon might have something like an extra summon pop out. And like I said, this is going to be for every single hero in the game, and then based by the 4 classes, or the 4 elements, there's actually one more for each of those. So it's going to give a boost to any of the Electro, Wind, Fire, or even Ice heroes. Now I'm not going to lie, at first these things really seem kind of tough to even get them up to Epic. It's going to be a lot of playing the Abyss Crusade if you're not using gems at all, and really you get excited when you first just start getting these things at Epic. But eventually it'll come down to a point where you say, okay, I want to get some plus levels on this or take it up to the next rarity, and you're going to need to use some of the other ones as fodders to level these things up. So back to the question then, should you focus on the attack ones, the HP ones, or the whole elemental class boost? Now the way that I did it was I decided on which heroes I knew I was going to be sticking with for the long run, and Seraph is a great example on this. So the way I did it is with Seraph, I went after both the attack one and the HP one, the ones that were going to be specific to her. And as far as the fodders I actually used the ones for the Thunder Pharaoh and even the High Priest. In order to go and take one of these things from Epic up to Legendary, you're going to need to get 6 matching copies of that treasure, and then you're going to need to get 12 copies of this same class. So all Electro ones that you want to use to burn up to fuse into those things. And I actually did the same thing with the robot too, going for both that attack one and the HP, and the fact that this is my main damage dealer out there. Yes, you do see I have the Raid Up hero, but I'm still putting up big numbers with the robot, so that's the way that I'm trying to go after. Now clearly this account is boosted, so it may be a little bit different for me than it might be for others. And honestly, if it was me, if I wasn't spending all this money on the game, I'd probably just go after that one that was going to enhance their skill. So for the robot, that would be the one with the 2 HP stats and the reduction of their speed, the paralysis, and then that legendary stat being an even higher reduction to that attack speed. And I would say if you are a light spender out there, that's what I'd be going after for one hero out of every single of these elementals. I wouldn't really be trying to go and get treasures for more than 2 heroes of an element class, and the fact that it's going to take a lot of fodders. These things are hard to get. I have used a ton of gems on these and hammers themselves too. But if you are one where you're spending heavy on this, it's not going to be a situation. Go nuts, have fun with it. Now for all those people that are free to play out there, that's where I wouldn't really even focus on the specific heroes. I'd go right for those elemental class on it and work on just that one single one, which is going to be the boost for everybody that's out there. And now you can kind of go and switch things around. Still try to get these things to Epic if you can, but that actual legendary stat there, if you ever get to that point, could be nice in the fact that it'll work with any one of those elementals. And even if you get that element boost, you could still go and say, all right, I've got some left over. Maybe I am going to go and target after that robot or that demon spawn, or even one of the Raid Up heroes altogether. But that's how I would do it for all those heavy spenders out there. Get those attack and HP for at least 2 of the heroes. For you light spenders out there, focus on that one that's going to be the HP stats with the enhancement of the skills. And then the free-to-play players out there, focus on the elemental one all itself. Luckily for us, there's players that are already making it to the final chapter, chapter 250, and they don't even have Mythic one of these yet, so Legendary is good enough. There's still slotting some actual Epics in there, so don't feel like you need to push too hard on these, but it's definitely nice having those extra stats. But if you are sitting on a bunch of gems and wondering which one of these summons you should be chasing after, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.